Hi, Twin Flames, and welcome to your weekly Twin Flame Energy Forecast, where we will see what is up with your Twin Flame, with you, and as always, our last card is some next steps that you can take in order to expedite your harmonious Twin Flame union. So let's get started with a card for your Twin Flame, and let's see what's going to come up for them this week. What lessons, what healing, anything else that you should be aware of. And we have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. So what I'm getting from this card is that your twin flame has been feeling exhausted, very tired because of maybe recent events. Maybe they've completed a healing cycle that was particularly intense, such as healing the root of a childhood trauma or letting go of a very deeply rooted limiting belief that is ultimately going to move your union forward. However, all this deep inner work, it needs to be balanced. So that means that there needs to be some rest in between the healing. You can't be, constantly healing things. At some point, you need to take a breather, relax a bit, integrate what you learned, and allow yourself and your body to let go of the old energy. So I feel like your twin flame is in this in-between stage where they're letting go of the old energy. So they have a very deep need for rest and for connection also. If you're in contact, then I feel like one of the things that gives them a lot of rest is talking with you. So don't be surprised if they want to connect with you even more this week compared to other times, especially recently. And another message I get is that your twin flame is learning to be more in touch with their emotions, and that is always a process. It doesn't always come naturally to everyone to be in touch with their feelings and their intuition, and for many people that can be a steep learning curve. So it's important to have compassion as your twin flame steps into this new mode of living and being. Them being more aligned with their soul, it can feel scary at first, especially if they aren't surrounded by a loving, encouraging spiritual community. So I get the feeling that they're going to require your support and that this is going to be important for them if you can offer that. Next up, we have your card. So let's see what's going to come up for you this week. And we have no. So I get the feeling that there's a choice that you'll need to make this week, and it might be very difficult for you. And there will be a time this week when you will need to say no to something, you will need to postpone something, or even something will happen that will maybe delay things a little bit. And that can feel upsetting. However, nothing on this journey happens by chance. So if you notice that something is being postponed, then it's safe to trust that there is a divine reason why things are getting postponed and they're not like moving forward in lightning speed. Perhaps some pieces are still not in place, and this is what is happening. Things are always aligning in your favor and in favor of your union. So it's safe to trust that this is not rejection, it's redirection. And for some of you, I feel like a certain door is going to close, and maybe that's going to be painful this week. But as soon as you process that pain, you will get a higher perspective on the situation and understand that it's ultimately for your highest good. Because there's something else, another area of your life that you've been neglecting because maybe you've been over-focused on your twin flame and not so much on your health. So that needs to change so that you can find balance. So this is some loving discipline from the universe in order to help you find your balance before it's too late. So don't be too upset at the universe when this happens. Just trust that there is a deeper purpose and reason for all that. And for some of you, I get the feeling that this no is something that needs to come from you. You need to say no to certain things. It might be with other people, saying no to other people's demands for your energy, your attention, whatever, anything that feels bad, or even saying no to your own toxic patterns. if you've been into a lot of negative self-talk, you'll need to say no to that. You'll need to be very disciplined with yourself. If you're letting your anxiety talk instead of, focusing on peace instead, and you're letting yourself get swept up in all the inner drama, that's also a call for you to say no, to choose to shift your focus back into peace and to connect with your inner wisdom. Either way, this no that's going to come up this week is going to be very beneficial for your twin flame journey, because it's going to shut a door so that your energy is not that scattered all over the place, and instead you can focus it on your ultimate goal. And finally, let's see what the next steps are. What can you do in order to speed up the process of being with your twin flame in the physical, of deepening your relationship? And we have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So, I feel like this is connected with our previous card. Like, you need to trust that there is a plan for your twin flame journey. You're not just fumbling in the dark. It might feel like this is what's happening, but the universe, God, the divine, whichever your belief system, has your back. And your creator loves you and is doing things only to benefit you. Even if, short term, those things might not make sense, they might even not feel good. That's why it's very important to cultivate this trust in the divine plan for your life and for your twin flame journey. Because ultimately, this plan is even more beautiful and enriching for your soul than anything you could even imagine. And we're all just human. We don't know every single thing that's going on in creation, but our creator is the one who does. And it's safe to have faith in this plan, because our creator is the one who knows everything that's going on and everything that is for our highest interests. There's also the word support in this card, and this is a call to check in with yourself and see how supported you currently feel in your life when it comes to your current circumstances and your potential to move forward. Do you feel fully supported in taking the next steps in your twin flame union or your life purpose? Or do you feel like there's something missing? If you feel like there's something missing, then that's a great opportunity to do some inner healing work and claim this support within yourself. An excellent tool you can use to do that is the mirror exercise, which is linked in the free course in the description of this video. And if you're serious about being with your twin flame in this lifetime, I definitely recommend working through this course and taking it from there, because it's going to offer you a really solid foundation that you can build upon instead of, fumbling in the dark and trying to figure everything out by yourself, which is obviously going to take a lot more time, and it doesn't necessarily feel very supportive to try to do everything on your own when there's already a way. So make sure that you are trusting in the divine plan for your twin flame journey, and that you're offering this support to yourself. And as you do that, it's also going to show up in your physical reality. This was all I had for you, my dear twin flames. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.